Hi beauties, it's Violetta and welcome back to the channel. I have decluttered a lot in the last few years since I started doing the minimalist and I started following the capsule wardrobe technique. Most of the people, like a regular person, wardrobe is based on quantity, not quality, which is kind of like one of the biggest mistakes when it comes to capsule wardrobe. It usually leads to not feeling the best and not looking the best, because poor quality means poor quality. I mean, there's not too much to say about it. It took me several years to do multiple sessions of decluttering to finally get to a point where I'm very happy with my capsule wardrobe and I have a very curated wardrobe, which helps me so much every day to get dressed and just to save money and time every morning. This is ultimate goal of capsule wardrobe. So today I will share with you 7 things you need to declutter as soon as possible to make room to create a beautiful capsule wardrobe. Okay, let's start. I will start with the most obvious one: wrong size items. I tried all of the items, and if anything was a little bit too small or too big or just didn't look good, or just, you know, like it didn't hug me in the waist or etc. So like anything was wrong with the item size-wise or fit-wise, I declutter it, because, you know, if I don't feel 100% in the item, then I don't need it and I won't gravitate to choosing the item in the morning. I have an example for you, which might kind of sound a little bit weird, but you know, I feel like it makes sense. Imagine you went vegan and you have this extra animal products, I don't know, butter or eggs, and you just put it in the freezer for the time when you stop becoming vegan, you know? So it's kind of like the same with clothes. You keep these small items in hoping to lose weight at some point, and you have this like larger items for the times when you gain a little bit weight and you will need, you know, like new items to buy, which kind of doesn't make sense because it just takes room in your fridge. So you don't have enough space to have this beautiful new ingredients to live your current lifestyle. The same with your wardrobe. If it happens you lose weight, oh my god, wouldn't you be happy to buy a new pair of jeans? I went through weight loss a few times, and my recent one was after the pregnancy. So once I lost all the baby weight, I was so happy. Immediately I bought a new pair of jeans to celebrate that, like a huge milestone of me losing the weight. It doesn't make really sense to keep especially small items that don't fit you anymore, or you've been, you know, like wearing in high school or whatever, because most likely you won't lose weight, and it's just extra items in your closet that just reminds you that you're not your, you know, like desirable size or whatever. So just like declutter whatever, it's not your size, whatever, it's not your feet, and make peace with it, and, you know, live life of your current size. Second item you need to declutter is items in bad conditions or with stains, with stretches. I think it's also quite easy to get rid of, but usually we are a little bit mentally attached to these items because they're old, and, you know, like we kind of like have this memory of the item. From one side it's easy to get rid of these things, but from another point it's a little bit hard. And I went through all of my wardrobe, and if there is something that, you know, I would be a little bit embarrassed to walk in public in this item, I put it in a box and I mentally was getting ready to get rid of items. Like I had a lot of hoodies, oversized hoodies, my husband's old hoodies that I really like, and they were very comfy and I like to wear them at home. Of course, if something is like very important to your heart, like very memorable item, of course keep it. But for me it was mainly the mental thing. I couldn't allow myself to wear beautiful items at home, so I would wear old hoodies and sweatpants, old sweatpants, like I would keep the good ones for going out. So I changed the mindset, and now if I'm embarrassed to be seen in the item, even if I'm at home, even if I know I won't be going out anywhere and I know no one will see me, I see myself 24/7. So it took me some time to treat myself as I would treat others. So if I'm embarrassed to be seen in this hoodie by other people, why I'm fine to see myself in it in the mirror. So I got rid of all the items that have any kind of warranty or worn signs, and now I have a capsule for home that I wear, and it makes me feel so much better, so much more motivated. Kind of it's a way to say to myself that I love myself and I honor in myself. So get rid of items that have stains, stretches, and the items that just don't look good anymore. Number 3 now, get rid of the colors that not be your complexion. I'm warm fall type. I have brown eyes, I have tan skin, I have brown hair, and even my lips, they're kind of like red brownish. So all warm tones, all earthy tones, especially brown beige, kind of ivory colors, that's my color. So I got rid of all cold blue sweaters, or especially like whatever is next to your kind of face, that frames your face, that's very important. So I got rid of all cold colors. For example, the blue, kind of consider it as being a cold color, but it could be cold or it could be warm depending on a tint. So greenish blue is cold, but a little bit yellowish blue is warm tone. I have all of my items are now warm colors, warm tones, and it's so much better for my natural complexion, for my natural beauty. Enhance my natural look, helping me to look better. Learn what is your color type, and I have a video on my channel, so you can check it out. And keep the colors that is your complexion, that enhance your natural beauty. Item number 4 is poor quality items. Usually it's some kind of synthetic materials like polyester, and it's one of the cheapest materials for the companies to use. Plus, usually polyester items, they don't last too long, so it's a win-win for companies. You buy, and then in some like period of time you have to buy it again. It doesn't last as long, so you're constantly kind of in the loop of buying. Since it's a synthetic material, it's basically made from plastic, so it's plastic. It's very important to know that this fabric is pretty much useless. It doesn't keep you warm in winter, and it doesn't cool you down in summer. It's like a plastic bottle, it traps the heat inside. You're sweaty actually if you wear polyester in summer. But at the same time, it doesn't keep the heat, it keeps the sweat, but it doesn't keep the heat. It doesn't make any sense, I know, but that's kind of the chemistry of physics of this material. So it's very, very useless, especially when it comes to tops like sweaters. I would say that the least useful item is polyester sweater or polyester t-shirt. It's right there and it doesn't keep you warm or cold. So if it's a dress, that's fine, because especially if it has like open arms and there are some kind of ventilation, it's fine. But get rid of all the polyester, especially sweaters, blouses or t-shirts. First, they don't look good after a few washes, and second, it traps your sweat, so you're kind of in danger. It's a little too much information, TMI, but that's it. That's what it is about this material. Once I tried a good cashmere sweater, it's very, very hard to get back to polyester item. Get one good quality sweater, like wool sweater or cashmere sweater, and you will see you will wear it for so many years, and just the feel of cashmere on your skin, it's so good. You won't be able to get back to polyester, I promise you. And it's better for the planet. Polyester, it's plastic, so it's extra plastic in the world. We don't need it, so it's a win-win situation for you. Next category is your imaginary self items. Let me elaborate on it a little bit. There are items that I wear, and there are items that I think I would wear. Like, I like seeing other girls being very, very dressed up, blazers with shoulders, and then a blouse or button down underneath, and then like a very bold makeup and down hair, like curly hair, and then maybe a pleated skirt and high boots with a knee, with a high heel. I love the look. I love seeing other girls rocking the looks, but when I wear something very similar to what I just described, I feel so self-conscious and I feel so uncomfortable. I feel like I just cannot pull off the outfit, so it's not me. When I finally accepted that, hey, that's not you, you like to wear jeans and sneakers and sweater, so just make a peace with it and dress according to your lifestyle. It was like a very important moment. I wouldn't say just in my fashion life, just in general in life, when I accepted my size and my lifestyle. I'm a home-stay mom and I work from home, so it makes sense that I have sweatsuit sets and sweaters way more than dressy dresses or structured blazer. I spend more time inside than going somewhere outside. So it makes sense for me this way. When I got rid of all the blazers, all the pleated skirts and structured dressy pants and blouses with bows and other like dressy items. I felt so light, and I finally didn't have items that reminded me of my past life, of my work office life, that stopped kind of like I didn't have any item that reminded me that I don't have anywhere to go. I felt lighter. It might be different for you. Maybe you work in the office and maybe you need more work clothes, but you have too much loungewear items. Go through your wardrobe and see if the items you have in it are actually matching your lifestyle and actually helping you every day to get dressed. If you're working in the office and you have 10 sweatsuits, you probably don't wear most of them on a regular basis. So, it depends on your lifestyle. Next category is accessories. Honestly, this is a very tricky items to get rid of because accessories, it's a part of wardrobe, but you don't wear them all the time. It's occasional or it could be seasonal. For me personally, it was quite hard to go through accessories and making a decision which one I don't need anymore. So what helped me, if I wasn't sure, I would put them in the box. And if I didn't use them for a year, then I would toss them. You can do kind of the same. Of course, maybe some of you know exactly what you use, what you don't use, but for me it was a little hard, and especially like purses and seasonal items like hats and gloves and scarves. It was a little hard for me to make a decision what I need and what I don't need. Use this method of box, put it in a box somewhere in your closet. If you don't wear it in a year, you don't wear it at all. And the next category is your underwear drawer. These items, they can be kind of a part of bad condition items, but I think it's more than that. I think it's very important, and most of us, especially women, don't really go through this drawer on a regular basis. This decluttering, like this drawer, is screaming self-love and self-care, because usually underwear is something that most of the time you're the only person who sees it, so you can like, it's fine. But I suggest you go through your underwear drawer and you get rid of all the underwear that are not in good conditions, and get rid of the items that you will be embarrassed to see in public. Let's say you're in the airport, you go through security and they make you undress to your underwear. So if you're embarrassed to be seen in this specific underwear, get rid of it. And honestly, it's such a kind of like a self-esteem booster. When I did that for myself, I got rid of everything I didn't like, it didn't fit me, or they were just like bad conditions. And I go through these drawer every year and I make sure that I only have items that I like to see myself in the mirror, especially like in modern life with all the social media and everything. Everyone is so beautiful and you see yourself in underwear with holes. I mean, this is a very important drawer. I put it last because the category that is the hardest to get rid of, because people tend to please others instead of pleasing ourselves, and underwear is usually only seen by us, so we tend to we tend to not pay enough attention to the items underneath, the items that actually we doing for ourselves. So go through this drawer, get rid of all the bad underwear. It doesn't really have to be like sexy or bougie underwear. My choice is bikini that actually covers the whole butt, or a hipster shorts, and I choose 100% cotton, again just because if it's polyester it doesn't help body to breathe. So the first layer in your skin has to be natural fabrics, like when it comes to underwear it has to be cotton. So I bought a new cotton underwear and it feels so good. It's a very pleasing feeling. You don't even need to spend a lot, maybe $15 a pair, so get yourself 10 new pairs, which is like $150, but they're gonna last you a year. Okay, so I'm done with the list. That's my 7 items that I suggest you to get rid as soon as possible to make room in your wardrobe and to feel lighter, to feel more organized, and to feel more happy with your capsule wardrobe. Because one of the steps I suggest before creating a capsule wardrobe is to declutter your current wardrobe. I don't say declutter absolutely everything and start from scratch, but you need to make room in your current closet for new items. You visually see what you wear and what you need. When you declutter items you don't wear, you see what you have and what you're missing. These extra items that you don't wear, they just create kind of like illusion that you have a lot of items, but most of us have a lot of items, but they don't have things to wear every morning. Get rid of items you don't need and you will feel so much better about yourself and about your closet. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like and see you in my next video. Bye.